Rolling.
What number's this?
This is episode 4 of the cooking show, and tonight we've got a really special meal because we're going to actually venture outside and cook on the barbecue. So we're going to do a butterflied leg of lamb. Can you see that? Can you see that, camera person?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So a butterflied leg of lamb is just simply a leg of lamb that's had the main bone removed by the butcher. And the supermarkets will do a butterflied leg of lamb that is already marinated and covered in delicious herbs. So it's pretty much ready to go. So there's 3 parts to the dinner that we're doing tonight. This lamb is going to get barbecued. That's the first part. The second part is, I'll do the potatoes. We are going to do smashed potatoes. We're going to boil these until they're soft, and we're going to cut them so that they it helps the water sort of boil them on the inside as well and softens them up. Then we're going to put them into a tray, and because I would have serrated them like that, it'll be easier to smash with a masher. You're not creating mash, you're actually just breaking down the potato a little bit. Then you drizzle oil all over it, and then you put it into the oven on high heat, and that creates this awesome potato which has a bit of crunchy bit, a bit of soft bit, a little bit of burnt bit, all the good stuff covered in butter. So that's the second part.
With garlic you put on them too.
A lot of garlic. I think every video we've made has had a lot of garlic in it.
I think so. No worms in this family.
Oh no. So the third part, so we've done the lamb, we've talked about the potatoes. The third part is going to be the salad. And we don't need to be difficult about it. We keep this nice and simple. So you can go to the supermarket and you can get yourself a 4-leaf salad like that. It says washed and ready to eat. So this is just going to be a Greek salad. So we'll put the leaf base down. In a Greek salad, you always have a little bit of Spanish onion, red onion, that we're going to really thinly slice. You don't want big chunks of onion. People won't like it. Basil. We'll put some straight basil in that as well. Beautiful. We've got feta cheese. You can buy this in big blocks, which I prefer, but my sous chef over there said that she had crumbed feta, which I think is... We actually wanted a big block and big blocks of feta cheese in it because I love cheese. And we've got to have olives. It's Greek, so we've got to have Kalamata olives. We're going to do cherry tomatoes in that salad. You could just do normal Roma tomatoes and cucumber, and we'll put some balsamic vinegar on that as well. So that's the plan. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to peel these guys first, and then we're going to put them in a pot to boil. And then while they're boiling, I think I'm going to make the salad and have it ready to go and sit there. And then, because the lamb is butterflied, it's only, I don't know, 2 inches thick. So it's not that thick, so it will cook quickly. And the good thing about doing it this way is that what you end up with when you put it on the barbecue is you end up with some of the thinner bits cooking more than the other bits. So if you've got quite a few people around, you can cut all of this up and put it onto a plate, and people can serve themselves. So if there's someone that likes it a bit rare, they can have that bit. If they like it a little bit charcoal, they can have that in between. They'll get a bit of everything. So it's a great way to do it. Right, so now we're going to boil the potatoes. Don't cut the potatoes up. I've just peeled them. Just put them in like that, because what we're actually going to do is start the process of boiling these to soften them up. Then we're going to smash them. Got the salad kit. That's easy. You cut that open. This says it's already washed. Thank you very much.
Might not be all that was.
Create. Let's get rid of a bit of this. The sous chef says we won't need the whole lot. We've fired up the barbecue out here. This is only a small I think it's a baby BBQ. Honestly, you only need small barbecues. I don't know why people go and get massive barbecues that they're never actually going to put enough meat or prawns or anything on to cook. So all you need is something like this. This has got a hot plate on one side and a grill on the other, which is perfect. Bit of barbecue maintenance. What I do is I fire it up beforehand for a while, get it red hot, and then like the Chinese cooks do with their woks, all they use is water to clean them. So once it's hot, you can just pour a bit of water on them. You get yourself one of these basic barbecue brushes. It's got the wire bristles on one side and a scraper on the other, because the wire bristles will do the grill side. And give that a clean. This is pretty clean to start with. And then at the end, when you get all your food off and you're finished, just leave it cooking for a while. Get all the food sorted out. Then come back with your bottle of water and do this again. And that will clean it ready for the next time. And if you're smart, the other thing that you'll do is once you've cleaned it off with some water, then go and get some oil, just in a spray can, canola oil or something, and just give it a light spray over the top as well. That'll keep it all good for next time. So we've got the potatoes on the boil here. We're not going to boil them all the way through. We're not making mash. We just want to soften them up a bit, so the time we throw them in the oven, they're really just going to fry up a little bit on the outside, but still be like mashed potatoes on the inside. So I've got the potatoes out of the pot, boiled, and they're steaming at the moment, absolutely steaming. One of my favourite ways to prepare potatoes, it's sort of when you go to smash them, it's either going to work or it doesn't work, but who cares? Just smash them a bit, and then we'll pour some oil over them, and then we're going to fry them, and it's going to be awesome, so don't worry about it. What I do to help the smashing process, strips into them, and that'll help it break down a little bit. So we're just going to apply a little bit of pressure on it and maybe give it a whack. I don't know, whatever works. I mean, the term smashing of potatoes doesn't sort of indicate that there's any real finessing to this, so whatever works for you, you do it. So, oh, that one worked out all right. That's a good one. Then we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. Oh, actually, that worked out really well. So the next step is to have a sip of Oyster Bay. I shouldn't say Cloudy Bay. That's what we had the other week.
Cloudy Bay's double the price.
Yeah, they're the competition. Oyster Bay, Sauvignon Blanc. Have a little sip of that. Nick, I'm just going to come back to me. Come back to me.
Oh, it's focused on Daisy.
Look
She's
Molly.
awake. She's
Look
awake.
at Molly. So put a little
Yeah,
bit
she's
of,
in the video. Come round.
put a little bit of chopped garlic. You've seen us use this before. We'd go through, I reckon we'd do that one a week, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
I love garlic.
And that's the big cheap jar from Coles or Woolies.
It's good that we like each other because, you know, you have a lot of garlic and there's a few smells going. Rosemary and potatoes go together like
Glue.
Torval and Dean.
They
There's a
didn't go.
blast from the past. So that's rosemary, and then the other thing that we want, I've done the butter and that's for flavour, but we really want a good drizzle of oil. Use peanut oil or whatever oil you've got, canola, whatever. We're not being
Olive oil on potatoes?
Yeah, we're not being too fussy. Just roll with it, Nick, you know? So I'll give a good drizzle of that. So can you honestly tell me that you know the bloody difference between canola oil and peanut oil?
Yeah, because that one.
I can tell you what is olive oil.
That was
That's
peanut
probably the only
taste.
one. Whether it's sunflower or whatever it is, taste-wise, can you honestly tell me that you can pick the difference?
Yeah, well,
No,
you
can't.
survey me at the end of the meal, and I'll tell you because I reckon that will have a peanut taste. Because hence the name peanut oil.
God help me. Right, into the oven, preheated. good heat, 200. Make this thing cook hard. And we've got it on full force, so we can put it at the bottom because we really want it just to cook the top. So I reckon we'll come back and have a look at it, but maybe a good 15 minutes, I reckon. So it's 7:36. Let's see what happens.
For the other child, how's your mashed potato going? Because that's a good thing to show people what you make. You make a good mashed potato.
An additional cooking show. I have to be separate on this. Don't look at how much butter I'm putting into this.
Why do you have to be separate on it? Why can't you just put it in?
So, good bit of butter. And good butter. Not shitty butter, good butter. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Everyone knows how to make mash. And I'll show you the trick to mash in a second. Put that stuff in it.
Any cream, not
Don't
that.
use
Ooh,
milk.
what was going on in there?
It's just the oven settling down. Don't use, well, you can use milk, obviously, but more cream the better. But again, not that healthy for you. So if you're doing a healthy meal, do it a different way. This is not a particularly healthy meal. So I'll tell you what, you use cream, full cream instead of milk, and a really good bit of butter, real butter. Oh, you'll know about it.
Look at the determination on your face.
Oh, there's a bit of work going on there. Look at that. Beautiful. Kids will love that. Done. Oh, look at that. All marinated. Look at it. Here we go. So we're going to plonk that on there. Oh, listen to it sizzle. We're going to pull this down. That'll circulate the heat. I'll keep an eye on the temperature gauge there. I don't really want it to go over probably 160 on that. And I've got it on low heat, so you can see the gauge down here I'm using. So it's probably, I might put it up a bit to sort of half heat, like that. And then we'll come back out every now and again and just check how it's going. Right, we're getting there. Let's have a little sneaky look. Ooh. Take a little bit longer. That'll be good. I just keep turning it over every now and again just to make sure that the heat's going all the way through.
Let's have a look.
So I'll let it sit there for a little while.
Look at that. Look at these smashed potatoes. Look at this.
Now we're just going to slice it up into small slices and we're going to put it on this plate here. Let's see what we're left with.